Yo, what the deal? It's your boy X.E.L.O. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for coming back. But if you're new here, please do me a favor and like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so I'll let you know when I drop another video. And make sure you leave in the comment section, I'm new here. All right, so today what I'm gonna do is do a remake of Dr. Dre's Still Dre. Let me show you how you can actually do this with stock plugins in Cakewalk. Let's go. All right, so here we are in Cakewalk, and what I'm gonna do is actually go to new project, and I'm gonna do my freeware template that we created. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we get the tempo, and the tempo is going to be 93 beats per minute. And then we'll just need a couple of instruments in order to get everything set up. We're going to have two TTS ones, all right? And we're also going to use the SI strings, and we're going to do two of those. We will also be using the SI bass. And last but not least, we're going to be using the SI drum kit. All right, so now that we have those set up on here, we're just going to kind of name them real quick. For the guitar, we're going to change this one. So we're going to click on the piano, or you can click up here toward the edit section and click on the piano itself to change it. So we're going to go to guitars, and we're going to go to the clean guitar, right? So we have the guitar set up on here. So we're going to go to the strings, and we're going to go to the default programs here, and we're going to go to the dark section. I'll click on that, and that'll actually set up the dark section for the strings. And we're going to go here, and we're going to go to the gentle string section for the higher part of the sound. And we're going to go to the SI drum kit, and we're going to change this to a hip hop kit. I always like to turn up the kick, and could probably turn up the snare as well. And we're going to give it a little bit of compression. So we're going to go to about 68 for the compression. So it'll make the drums sound a lot thicker and harder when you're using it like this. All right, we're going to start off with like a 2-bar loop. I'm going to hit Shift and L to make that loop section, and then I'm just going to double click in here to bring up the piano roll. We're going to go down here to the MIDI, click on that, and this is also set in A minor. So the song is actually set for A minor. So we're going to go into here and go to natural minor. So now we have the A minor chord set up. We're going to start a little higher. We're going to start at this C6 section, and we'll start on our A5, and this is where we want to be. And we're just going to make a chord, so we're going to skip every other note, but this is actually inverted, this A inside the track. So I'm going to click on this, hold down Control, the number 8 to bring it up an octave. So I'm just going to duplicate these over all the way to this second bar. All right, so now we have the beginning of the track. So you want to start at the second bar, grab this C, and it's going to bring it down one note, right? And then we're going to go up here. We're going to start, you're going to 1, 2, 3, and this fourth one here, we're going to highlight all of these, right click to the end, and then we're going to drag these down to the G. So now we have this. And that's exactly what we want. But we wanted the notes to be a little bit shorter and sharper. So we're going to bring it back by one note. Right? And now from here, usually you would do a strum using the strum tool, but I'm actually just going to move them manually. So I'm going to highlight all these E notes right here. Now I'm going to hit on the number 6 on my keyboard to nudge them over. All right? And on the top one here, I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to move these over with the number 9. So now I have a nice little strum for my keys. Right? So let's move on. Let's go to the bass. And if you wanted to, you can also go back and turn this back on, or you can also do this in a C major chord, which would be the same as the A natural minor. All right, so for the bass, we're going to go down. So let's go and start off with our A. And we're going to go with this whole bar. So we're going to do one whole bar for that. Let's go up 1, and that would be to this B. And then we're going to go down to this E. And we're going to go to this E. All right. So, and this is what it sounds like. All right. So we have the basis down for the track itself. So what we can do is actually copy this, because these strings, the lower strings, the dark strings actually follow that same pattern. But what I like to do, this is probably not part of the beat, but I'm going to actually do it anyway. I'm going to layer this. So I'm going to grab this, hold down Control, and drag this up. And now we have this. All right, so now that we have the strings and the bass down, let's go and get into the drums. All right, for the drums, I'm going to use a step sequencer just to make it a little easier. I'm going to make this into 8. I'm going to place our kicks. And we're going to layer the snare. And what's cool about this is I can kind of do a time shift to it. So the snare kind of stands out a little bit more. And we're going to right click. This is the hi-hats. So we're going to do every 2 steps. And what we're going to do is take away this first one for each bar. Right? I'm going to have like a crash. You want to do a cymbal on every start of the hi-hat. And what you want to do is make sure you offset it. So I'm going to offset the time for this as well so that they'll play. And you also want to turn up the kick. And what I want to do is add some more on here. And I want this little cymbal right here on the snares. And that'll give it a little bit more life to those snares as well. So let's swing this a little bit, and we're going to actually offset it as well. So this is what your drum should sound like. So now you have pretty much the beat done. So we need to add the other strings, and we need to add the guitar. All right, so now we're on the gentle strings, and we're going to just start again, once again at that A. So I'm going to leave it on C this time, and I'm just going to do a major. It's the same exact thing as the A, but let's go up. So we're going to start on an A, and we're going to do basically like 2 notes. And I'm going to copy that note there, and we want to just go down 1 octave here, or one semitone. And basically like you're making a chord backwards, right? And then you have all right, so now we just need the little guitar, the do-do-do-do-do-do. So let's get into the guitar. And once again, we'll just set it up. We're going to do major. We're just going to kind of just do the riff, the run, and then we'll move them later. So the run kind of starts like this. It'll start on the B here for me. And you want to kind of go up. And then you do like a wiggle here. Right? And then this one starts usually down by the A. And you want to stop at that C, and then you want to also have your C here at the end. So now you have that. So now you have the actual riff that they use inside the beat, and you just have to place it in the correct place. All right, so what I'm not going to do is just duplicate these over to make it a little bit longer, and I'm going to move the guitars into the correct place. All right, so now that I've actually sliced it, this is what it actually sounds like now. All right, and this is with all stock plugins. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And if you do want this file, I will have the CWP file inside my Discord. So if you want to download it, it'll be inside the free stuff. So you can go and download this CWP file for a Cakewalk. And it will also work in Reaper if you have that extension. I do have a video showing you how to install the script so you can actually open CWP files inside of Reaper. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for joining. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L. Till next time, people. Peace.